we had 5 major upsets in the first round of the 23rd SKB tournament. And they were very surprising because our top seed, Aditya Ranjan Sahu, who was rated 1854, got toppled by Amvi Prakash, who has a rating of 1143. And I'll show you the exact moments where all these 5 upsets happened, starting from Aditya's game. Aditya has a decent position, it is equal. You can see there are 6 pawns for black, 6 pawns for white. White's pawn can be a target, but black's pawn structure is a little bit not so good. But in this moment, Ambi played rook c3, attacking Aditya's knight. Aditya's knight has 3 or 4 options. One is this, which looks absolutely bad. Second is this. This looks okay because it can jump to e4. Even this looks okay because then it can jump to e4 or e6. But then Aditya, without much thought, played knight a5, a big blunder. And Ambi took the chance with b4, trapping the knight, and she went on to win the game. So one mistake can prove very costly, and that's what you can see here. The second upset was Idant versus Ishan. Idant is rated 1056, Ishan 1541. So when you take an opponent lightly, things can go wrong for you. In this position, Ishan has just played bishop d7, which is not a good move. The bishop had better squares. Bishop e6 is slightly better. Queen e7 is also fine. But after bishop d7, there is an immediate problem. White, Idan can just play bishop takes fine and he goes for it. And the problem is black cannot take back with the queen because bishop is undefended. That is why bishop d7 was not right. So Ishan was forced to take with the g pawn. Now you can see that the pawn structure is completely bad and the king is in trouble. So Idan converted without much difficulty. He played queen d2, attacking the h6 pawn with tempo, king defense, and then rook d1. He should have played the other rook to d1. And he played this rook here, attacking the bishop, rook e7. Now he played another good move, queen e6, threatening pawn e5. Very direct threat. Ishan did not give much thought to that threat, and it became lost after this. Actually, here there was pawn f5, isn't it? Oh, Ishan had pawn f5. This would have been fine for him. Oh my god, did he miss a simple move? Yeah, he missed a very simple move. He played king h8. Now position is gone because the rook is stuck to defending the bishop, but the rook has to move. When the rook moves, bishop goes. And everything collapses. Rook e1 played, rook d8, queen goes back. The king is in perennial trouble because of the pawn, because of the pawns in front of him being gone. Queen f5, queen g8, and he needed a few moves, but now he converts it without much problems. Queen moves, pawn forward, h5. So Ishan is trying to create things, but then comes knight f6, and from here it was not difficult. Just an extra rook to play with. So that was the second major upset in the first round. The third major upset was for Adrit. Adrit was playing against Shreya, who was rated 769. Adrit was 1144. It looks a very good position for white actually. Adrit is up by 2 pawns and he has active pieces. So right now his aim should be to bring this knight back in the game. He spent some moves on g4 and h3. Instead of that, his knight should be coming back in the game. Then he is fine. He is good. But he played rook d7, which looks like a very natural move. But the problem is the king safety. Because of the g pawn having moved, the king is not safe. And rook check comes. Now Adrit has only one move here. He has to play knight f1. That's the only move to keep it equal. But then he did not see what his opponent has. He played king g2. You can see what is the problem. This bishop check and bishop takes rook. But here she was not able to convert the position into a win. Shreya could only get a draw out of this. I'll show you what happened in the game. Takes, rook e2, king moves, g5. So he's trying to exchange of everything. Yeah, with just one pawn, it's very difficult to win. Yeah. Okay, black 2. Now there's a pass pawn. Oh, rook is gone. Oh my god. So this was a blunder by Shreya. Can white win this? Yeah, this is still winning for Adrit. Oh my god. How can you not win this? F4, okay, you have passed pawn, but you have to hold the pawn properly. Okay, this is fine, but now the black king is in the game, it's a draw. King is stuck to defending the pawn, but the knight continuously harasses the king and then the pawn falls. And it becomes a draw after this. Yeah, this is a draw. Draw because of insufficient material. The fourth upset came in Vriksha versus, let me take the game. Vriksha versus Jay. So here, let me show you what happened. So this is already winning for Vriksha. Something must have happened long back. Let's see. Already winning. So where did Jay go wrong? This was okay. Bishop takes, pawn takes, d5. Knight e5, takes. Okay. So here it's already good for Vriksha because Jay didn't castle. He kept castling for too late. Rook a1 is okay, but rook f1 was better. e5, too late. Castling is too late. Queen b7. At least now he should have castled. Oh my god. Jay had to castle now. This is the last real chance to castle and he didn't do it. He played g6 defending the g pawn. He should have just castled and saved the g pawn. Now knight d5 was okay, but queen 6 is also there. Queen takes. Rook b8, b3. I mean, queen e6 was there. What is the correct move here that engine is screaming? Engine is saying f4. Wow. b3, queen check, queen a6. And finally, Jay castles, but it's too late. Vriksha has a passed pawn on the a file. Actually, two passed pawns, a file and b file. And he goes to the endgame with two extra. I mean, one extra pawn, isn't it? No, two extra pawns. There's no hope here. Okay, he managed that also. Now the pawn also falls. Yeah, this is completely hopeless because it's three passed pawns against nothing. They will keep rolling down the board and crush black. And he won the game like that. The last one was a heartbreaking loss for Asmi. Asmi, I'll show you the position. This was a position. Asmi has nicely got a very nice position with white. And now she plays a correct move c6. King takes b. Now she gets the b pawn to go forward. And now king b6. This much is okay. But there's one hidden problem in the position that she did not see. Black plays f5. Now she has to come back with the king. Because if you allow f4, then the e pawn will promote. B pawn cannot do anything against the king. So she played a big blunder there. And unfortunately, the game is gone. Just f4 and game is over. Engine says something better here. What is the better move? Yeah, engine says f4. F4 is a move. That's it. Now the king is too late. E pawn just promotes. And see how tragic it was. From a completely winning position, a unexpected tactic or an unexpected move comes in, and there is nothing that she could do after that. So the important moment was right here after king, yeah, here. She had to see that something is wrong here and she had to play king c5 and come after these pawns. Then she's fine. So these were the five major upsets in the first round of the tournament. And let's see how it goes in the next few rounds.